Hello, it is Friday, August 8th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword, which means we're going to be solving a themeless puzzle. The first of two themeless crosswords for the week. Could be a bit tricky, could have some misdirection and punniness. It's often what happens on Friday. We'll find out if that's the case today. And this themeless edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Spriggs, Matthew Drake, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support, which of course sustains this channel. It keeps it going day by day and week by week, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to those patrons and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do that yourself, you can head to patreon.com/Daily Solve or click the description field link. You'll find bonus videos available to patrons. You'll find the call for questions for this month's Q&A video. And for benefactors, like those I've mentioned, you'll find the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you to everybody who supports the Patreon. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, a Friday themeless puzzle constructed by Raphael Musa and Matthew Stock, who've each constructed a couple of dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It's, as I say, Friday themeless, edited by, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. Who wrote in an 1852 novel, "Any mind that is capable of a real sorrow is capable of good"? I'm not sure. 1852. I wish I just had that, but I don't. Tedious Trials probably ends with an S. Stuff. Ambitious and uncompromising, say. I'm not sure. The Planets since 2006, right. An octet, no longer a nonet, with the expulsion of Pluto. Stuff. Oh, if you say I'm stuffed, you could say I'm sated. I've had enough to eat. I've had, plenty. Ambitious and, maybe this is type A. A type A personality could be considered ambitious and uncompromising. So, I haven't looked at these. Synthetic fabric, sometimes called elastane. Lycra? Didn't know that, but that seems plausible. Let's see if it works. Microscope component. Optic? Tedious Trials. Slogs. Grocery pricing term. Not sure what we're looking for exactly there. Ah, that's so nice of you. Gee, thanks. I haven't looked at this. Follow to the letter. Right. Oh, this must be Harriet Beecher Stowe. Yeah, okay. I have not actually read her, so I guess that makes sense that I didn't get that. So I see. Grocery pricing term is each. Yeah, so 5 each, 2 each, whatever. Okay, follow to the letter. What does that mean? Right. Oh, right back. I see. You're sort of following up on the letter. I'm following your letter. Here's my response. You're writing back. Rum-soaked cake is a baba, rum baba, and one of 2 official languages of Kosovo, Albanian. Some fridges are LGs. That's a manufacturer of appliances. They probably make fridges. Hybrid feline whose coat may feature rosettes. Hybrid feline. I don't know. Interesting. Sailing maneuvers are... Don't know much about sailing, must admit. Let's see. Let's go down here. Organization with a serpent in its logo. The American Medical Association. The serpent around the staff. Let's see. Many an IRS public service announcement. Don't know. Reassuring words when help is needed. If I can be of service? No, okay. Kind of wildly stabbing in the dark here. Let's try something shorter. Means of defense for an elephant. Its tusk, one of its tusks. Abbreviation on a pay stub could be something like year to date, the total amount you've earned in this calendar year so far. Some residence abbreviation. I'm not sure. Reassuring words when help is needed. Oh, you can count on me? That seems plausible. Let's try that. Turned. Not sure. All of these punctuation marks by implication. Profanity or something? Or I'm not sure. There's the hybrid feline. What about this? Sister of Helios. Eos? The dawn? In Greek mythology? Let's see. That would make the most sense to me. It's... not sure. Hybrid feline. What is this? Why can I not see what this is? Let's remove that. Something cat? Oops. That would make the most sense to me. I assume so. That works. So yeah, some kind of cat. What is this? Why can I not think what kind of cat this is? I don't know. I can't seem to. Warriors for a cause. Caregiver known as a nutrix in ancient Rome. Interesting. I don't really have a guess about this. Letters set out of embarrassment. TMI, too much information. You're sort of embarrassed by oversharing. Like Antarctica, notably. I don't know. Blubber. Fat. Like whale blubber. Pops. Father? Your pops is your father? Let's see if that... Disaccustom. To wean yourself off of something, to disaccustom yourself from it. That could be the case. Oh, cuss words. That's what we're looking for here. It is profanity, but didn't have the right phrase. Okay, good. So that's fine. So some residence abbreviation are doctors, resident doctors. That's what we're looking for. Okay. After medical school. And then turned sour. Right, if milk has turned, milk is now gone sour. It's gone bad. So many in IRS public service announcement, I see a scam alert. There we go. Some kind of tax fraud scam. Hybrid feline. Oh, a Bengal cat? That seems plausible. Let's see. Competition conducted in rounds over rounds. Oh, bar trivia or something? You've got rounds of trivia in a bar trivia, pub trivia, and it's over rounds of... it's, happening in the context of rounds of drinks. Okay, so I think that's probably right. Sailing maneuvers, I still don't know. Freudian drive to survive. I don't know. Will I recognize this? I'm not sure. High degree, the nth degree. Part of a masonry kit, a drill bit, or a... not sure. Breads that may be used as scoops. Breads. Pita breads? Nullifies. Overturns? Yeah, if you overturn a law, you nullify it. That seems right. Pleasing cadence, a lilt, pleasant voice, a lilting voice. Don't stress yourself. Gnaw or something. Stick around camp. A stick could be some kind of pole. A tent pole could be literally a stick that you find around a campsite to set up a tent. Sailing maneuver. Oh, tacks. Yes, tack to the left, tack to the right. I am familiar with that phrase. I mean, I've never done it, but I have heard it said in films and things. Establishments with many green rooms. Eco hotels, I guess. I don't really know what an eco hotel is, but presumably maybe it means like a carbon neutral hotel or something. Anyway, green suggests eco. I think that's probably right. So what is the part of a masonry kit? A trowel, maybe, to kind of smooth over the mortar or whatever. Okay, if you're toad-like, you're maybe warty. Toads often warty skin. And then don't stress yourself, easy, you might say to someone. Okay, way to the left would be west, because on maps we typically represent west as a left direction. Frameable frame would be a cell, an animation cell. Traditionally animated films, you could frame a single cell of its animated film. Caregiver known as a nutrix in ancient Rome. Right. What is this? Oh, a wet nurse. Oh, okay. That's they would have called that a nutrix, I suppose. I don't know if can't remember encountering that, but maybe I have at some point. Warriors for a cause or crusaders. Anytown, USA is a kind of common phrase just to mean it's sort of a typical United States town, usually I guess kind of a small town. Bout's head bouts held in a dohyo. That must be where sumo wrestling matches are held. I've never attended a sumo match, but I have friends who did recently and said it was incredibly entertaining and interesting. Medieval warrior's weapon would be an axe, I suppose. And then the heart, you could say the crux of the matter, the heart of the matter. Table tennis or beach volleyball is a... This doesn't look right. But the answers do look right. What is this? Table tennis or beach volleyball? What is this? Lake Antarctica, notably. It's arid. It's very dry. What is going on with table tennis or beach volleyball? I don't know. Their tracks diffract light into rainbows. CDs, right? The music tracks or the audio tracks. You can sort of reflect light off a CD and it creates a rainbow. Iris Blank, author of The Chinese in America. I'm not sure. I don't think I recognize that. Let's see. Surfaces for making cookies. Sheet pans. That fits. Floor. To stun someone would be to floor them. Eurasian ermine. The stoat. Yes. It's fur traditionally used in kind of regal contexts. Face plant, so to speak, would be to eat it, I suppose. And slight could mean to slight someone as in to sort of offend or wound them, but it could mean slight as in just a bit, not sure which. Guiding principle, metaphorically, would be your North Star is something that guides you. Slight, a snub? You slight someone, you snub them. That is correct. Yes, you kind of ignore them, give them the cold shoulder. Okay, events akin to streaks. Like streaking, taking your clothes off, undie runs. I've never heard the phrase undie run, but I guess it means running around in your underwear. I guess that must be the case. It seems pretty straightforward. So, what's hard to read in a text? It can be hard to read tone in a text. Text can often read very tersely, even though that wasn't the intention. Sign of a sellout would be SRO, standing room only, no more seats. Don't give up. Be strong. And then Iris Chang, author of The Chinese in America. Okay. All seems fine. So we've got one corner left. Rare bills and dice rolls, twos. $2 bills are still minted, I believe, but on very low circulation. 2023 title role for Timothée Chalamet. Who did he play in 2020? I don't know. Do I know this? Title role, I'm not sure. Okay, animal that's mostly... Oh, is this co-ed sport? As in sort of mixed gender sport? Table tennis or beach volleyball? Okay, that must be the case. That would make sense, I suppose. Okay, I think that's probably right. Tricky situation is a snag or something? Animal that's mostly white, helping it hide in its natural habitat. Panda? I don't know. Oh, Wonka. Right. Okay. I haven't seen this, but yes, he played Willy Wonka in a prequel, I guess, to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, so that could still allow this to be Panda. Let's try it and see. Corset supports. Oh, stays. I think that's part of a corset would be stays. Stays are part of various articles of clothing. Let's see if that works. Pitch perfect. Yes, if you're singing and you're pitch perfect, you're on key. So opposite of entropy, right. So entropy is kind of natural decay over time, and the opposite of that, I suppose, would be order. And then Alexis, Fyodor, and Peter, among others, would be czars, right? Former Russian czars. And then tricky situation, right? It's not a snag, but rather a spot. You're in a bit of a spot. Tricky situation. And there we go. That was the Friday crossword. So that went reasonably well. I mean, I think that felt relatively typical for a Friday, except I would say maybe a bit less punny, a bit less punniness and misdirection than you'd typically get. Maybe not typically, but then you'd often get in a Friday. We had a few. Follow to the letter, being right back. That's very clever. I like that a lot. Stick around camp tent pole. That's a good simple pun. But it's clever. Way to the left. Another pretty simple one. West. Let's see. Yeah, I think follow to the letter is the standout for me. I like that a lot. And just lots of interesting knowledge. We had ancient Rome, we had Kosovo, we had sumo, um, all sorts of things in here. Antarctica, yeah, we went all over the world. Went to Russia with the czars. So there we go. Good, solid Friday crossword. Let me know how you fared with this one in the comments below or the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which is linked in the description field. Nice friendly chat community over there. Be curious to know how people fared with this puzzle. And do consider subscribing to the channel if you've been enjoying these videos. I'll be back tomorrow for a Saturday crossword when it may take a step up in difficulty, might be the trickiest puzzle of the week. That's often what happens on Saturday. Join me and find out. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.